Hello, I've heard this game is a thing. I think that if you wanted to go for a game that was max difficulty, you'd have a game with all of these battle mechanics and monsters and various classes and abilities with characters. And you would make the goal to try and not have any wars. I honestly don't know how you would go about something like that. So, what kind of formation are we looking at here? I'm kind of reluctant to split up my units, but once the bridges converge, I should be able to come up with an okay front line. I should also look at any movement ranges. I think what's going to happen is that I'm going to lure Jose out, and then everyone else is going to kind of follow. So, with that in mind, I want to try and advance along the left side. Looking back on some of my previous stream footage, I noticed something a little... well, I won't say odd, but I'll say it's interesting to me. There's quite a few battles where I spend a great deal of time talking about how scary the opposition is, and then nothing bad really happens during the fight. The time where something bad actually does happen is a battle where I'm not actually saying anything at all. Oh? Now that's something I did not expect. If those guys actually rush me across the bridge, I don't know whether to be impressed or appalled. Because on one hand, the AI is sophisticated enough to recognize a situation like this where they could get forced into a pretty big situational advantage. What is wrong with me? A really big disadvantage tactically, and that they need to advance across here, except that might actually make their situation worse depending on how I manage this. Alright, and before I go any further, I need to take a look at what his agility is. 70! I underestimated you, sir. That is highly respectable agility. I can have him just fight normally, probably. Yeah, now that I think about it, Ginny is the only one I have who is really required to make use of his whirlwind attack to hit anything. And now that I know, that's fairly interesting game design. All of his stats except for agility are good. At least, I'm pretty sure they are. But you have to use riskier strategy to do well with him. I like that. So, how am I going to deal with this? I guess Tommy will move a bit slower, and he'll guard the flank if Medessa really decides to keep going. And Pluto and Galivard will move up along the left. Given this situation, I expect Pluto to mostly be casting single target stuff. I don't want to move at max speed, because Galivard might have trouble bringing up the flank. I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to say that. I'll try being a little bit risky with it. Actually, I don't think I'm providing quite enough of a front line for Pluto, so I think Galivard will have to donate a little bit, but that's fine. He has plenty of muscle. And his troop lineup as well. Let's see, she just had her move and stayed more or less where she was. And overall that's good news for me, because I can kind of provide support along this side. Well, let's be more careful with that elemental than we were with the last one, shall we? Last episode I was talking about how weakness basically had no weaknesses. But Spellbreak, I think, is also 100% effectiveness, and Sirens are cheap units. So I actually need to be fairly careful about how I use it. It's not the cure-all that I originally thought. Also, Temple Knights can use it, and those are fairly common. Like, there's a mermaid right here, for example. So if I'm going to use weakness appropriately, not that I... Well, do I have it on this team? Yes, I do. If I'm going to use this appropriately, I think I'll need to use it either out of mermaid range, which is fairly long but not infinite, and preferably use it to take down an enemy in one turn, since the decrease in defense is rather drastic. I think... Let's see, which line are they gonna move along? I think this is good. Even though it does kind of prevent me using any whirlwind attacks, I think it'll be okay. And we gotta remember, we got a flanker here. This is gonna be fairly tricky to use, especially because this dog is not gonna do a whole lot of damage. I definitely want to try to use it as a scavenger. Like, go in, finish something off, and get the experience, and then run away. Oh dear. I think that the lack of swift stance is the biggest consistent mistake they do here. Alright. So, I have this angel to deal with. Oh! And here I thought gremlins did not get react, but they got it. So, either 2 thunders or 1 react. So I don't think that this Simurgh is actually going to deal a whole lot of damage to this angel. Or maybe it will. Okay. Right, I keep thinking in terms of the old rules. And this is going to be a gamble, but I have other ways to deal damage to this angel in the future, I think. Or I might not. I'll have to carefully consider that. Yeah, because this sea serpent... Actually, let me consider the turn order. You already moved, so all your stuff is stuck for the entire round. Yeah, so this one can actually go around all the way and attack if necessary. So this is fairly safe, I think. Well, that in mind, I definitely want to do this move. And the big decision I have to make is, do I want to level up Pluto or this Revenant here? Because leveling Revenants is lucrative. Now, I don't exactly remember how React works. Like, if I cast it on an ally in another squad, do they get 2 actions when it's their turn? Because that would seem pretty cool. Oh yeah, I have Halo. Duh! Well, I was asking earlier about when I would need Halo, and using it to have a Revenant kill a target like this. Yeah, let's do that. So, with that, 167 left. I think just Venom might be enough. Yeah, that'll take it down to 79, and how much damage do you do? More than that. Okay, good. That's hard. That's not a whole lot out of my magic reserve, so that's good news. Ooh, okay. And yet only 2 levels up that. Hopefully there's, yeah, like 2.5, I guess. Well, I knew that the level up rate would slow down, but man, making a lich is a project. Not sure I would have it any other way, though. Let's see, would moving up... Oh yeah, it would tie up this wyvern. That's good. I don't think I want to use React for this team. Yeah, this seems good. I'm not sure I can pin down this Goblin Knight, but it's worth a try. Ooh, that has quite some punch to it, doesn't it? And the rune cost is lower than that of Sirens as well. You don't get the neat tools you can use on enemies in water, but that comes up so infrequently. Oh, why, yes I can do something. Let's start chaining those line attacks. Now let's take a look at their movement over here. They just stepped into water, so I don't expect a whole lot. But what I would like to do is get to this forest before they do. Or block the way to the forest. That would also work. Or I could just move so that this forest tile doesn't actually hurt me any. I think that would be the best move. Alright, well. If... Nah, I can't actually... Yeah, that's the problem with having a small rune area. It does reduce certain tactical advantage... Well, tactical possibilities. I'm so bad at talking today. Actually, if I zone of control here, they wouldn't be able to reach, but that's outside of my aura anyway. I think it's best for me to stick along this side, even though it would take more time. And you are just going to stand here like a good... Yeah, this green elemental already has plenty of experience on it. And it might actually be worth leveling up this golem if I can. I mean, it does have a free level 20 promotion. It's worth a try. It sure is. Now this is an interesting situation. I did say that I wanted this dog to be a scavenger if I could work it out. And this seems like a good way to do it. Let me just make sure that he... Oh yeah, this is no great strain on its ability to move. So yeah, hooray! Roar, roar, roar. And just like that, it's safe again. Kaboom! Well, with the Rune Knight, I guess I can't expect a level up every time I have it kill something. And I want to keep some magic for Spell Break, just in case he does decide to use Swift Stance. That reminds me, where can he move? Because that could be troublesome. Yes. Yes, it could. Right, he can't flank me so easily anymore, can he? The only problem with doing that is the dragon would be hit very hard. He'd probably do his one-turn attack. So even though it's a little cowardly, I think it's better to move it here and cover the side. I mean, he might move forward and attack my unicorn. Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. That's one hit. And it's not a super high-level knight. Well, it's getting there. But... oh my. Well, there was an elemental disadvantage, but I'm not going to worry too hard about that. And I think the unicorn will start healing next turn. Oh, good. Those losses did not convince them to run away. I'm quite happy about that. Yeah, you don't want to take counterattacks from a barbarian. That was his special attack, and he was higher level, but that bonus, though, that bonus does things. Ooh, may I have a chance? Pluto certainly thinks there's a chance to do something. How much damage will this do? Yeah, I have a really good shot at dealing more damage than that. And I do want to level up Pluto some more. I think I'd like to conserve my second lightning attack, well, thunder, whatever, for these guys. Just as long as this isn't an instant kill, which it is not, go for it. At some point I'm going to have to fight enemy berserkers, and I'll need to remember how to deal with them. Actually, surrounding it, if I'm going to try and spike it down, using a golem or two might not be a bad idea. Ahem. But right now, I really want to get more experience for Pluto. So take that. Nope, you need at least a couple more levels. Speaking of needing a couple more levels, yeah, it's gonna be exciting when, oh, I forgot to cast Halo. It's okay. It's okay. There's still more opportunities for me to get good use out of that. Still, that's disappointing. Getting more experience from that kill would have been great. Well, what can I say? Still learning, I hope. I hope I just don't forget it again later. That would be disappointing. Actually, I think Galvard might need it more anyway. Sour grapes! Ahem. Good, good. I don't see any serious dangers from the side, so this should be fine. At least not any line... Oh wait, no, there's actually line attacks there. So, my next target, if I can deal with it, is this fellow here. And that is actually a threat because my big guy has an elemental weakness to it. Elemental disadvantage, however you want to call it. On the other hand, I'm not sure if Galvard will be in a position to fight it, so it could be tricky. If the Man-Eater does take up residence in the forest, I can just pull it out. And if I do that, how do I want to position myself? Yeah, that's good. The enemy kind of wants to move along this line here. Yeah, he's pretty much fine where he is. And now, as I promised before, I'm gonna start healing. Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah, no wasted healing there. Very good. I actually think this will work just fine. How far can they reach? Because I don't want to put the dog in attack range. Yeah, it can reach pretty far, like over there. So, let's do that. I'm not going to get an acid breath that way, but that's alright. Now that's impressive agility. Griffins are not easy for a ground unit to dodge. Huh. Well, this seems like a good target for a lightning attack. I do need to be careful attacking along this way because I am a little bit vulnerable to arrows. Whoa, even out of the aura I do that much. Okay, never mind. I do need to move Pluto forward, though. It's a little scary to put him in arrow range, but I think the rewards will be worth it. So how much damage would you deal? That's actually a fair bit. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea to just go for the mermaid. I mean, what's a golem gonna do to it? There's no way... Well, okay, there is technically a way, but it's very unlikely for you to hit. Yeah, let's do that. Now, what are your chances to hit? It should be okay. Oh, 100. Nice. Right, I forgot. The imps are flying, but the mermaids are not. Alright. I'll take that. I'll happily take that. So where can... Right. So you can't reach that far, which means you can go... Well, maybe not in arrow range. That could be a little silly. Do I need to cast Thunder here? I don't think so. Although, I should be a little careful about that. Yeah, I also have another cast of Frost on the rock, and then the dragon can surround it and have a good chance to hit. Yeah, that'll be fine. So I can move here and prepare my Thunder for them if they don't run away. They very well might. Oh wait, no, they get a turn first. Hooray! Yeah, good luck with that, friend. Right, so I have to be careful with how I have my serpent move. Oh, that actually allows a counter if you're right next to it. Did not know that. I might actually need the heals rather than another Halo. I'd rather not lose that golem. That's okay. Pegasus is versatile that way. Huh, it might actually be a good thing I didn't use the golem. Who knew? So what's this thing's hit rate against me? I'd rather not risk a paralysis. Actually, does that pull it out of the command aura? That'd be cool. No such luck. Still, it's a possibility I should consider for the future. Also, it does mean that I can surround, which is always nice. I'm gonna eat breath attack from the Thunder Dragon if I do that, though. I don't really see a need. Especially because I have 100% to hit anyway. Man, imagine Mandrakes doing 120 damage with a melee attack. Strange times we live in. Well, I think that's about all I need right now. Well, this is an interesting situation, isn't it? Definitely want to throw out another Frost. That's going to be my last Frost, but I still have enough for a spell break if I need it. Well, there's an interesting idea. Should I do that? You could definitely use the experience. Of course, a lot of things could. I think I'll go for it. That was a very calm aura coming from a berserker. Yep, them elemental advantages. Oh wait, I don't even have one. Well, technically I do, because I have more than they do, but still. Oh, that's no good. It's okay. I can't really be punished for that right now. Yep, that increased crit rate. Very nice. What scares me more? I think I can survive a numb powder without a problem. Oh, move and then hit. Okay, sure. I mean, shooting a mage is, in principle, not something I would object to. Oh ho. I'm not gonna bother with these golems. Even though I could hurt them very badly. I have other ideas. For example, it's not as lucrative as my previous Halo. Oh, okay. But having Pluto Halo kill this hunter would be good. Although now, yeah, I think leveling up Pluto is more important than leveling up the Revenant. Even though I'd love to get a Lich. Man, that Simurga is getting pretty scary. Yeah. So let's see if Halo applies to spell attacks as well. That could be an interesting thing to learn. So 1.5 experience. Let's do that. Well, that's good. Wow, I wasn't even... I didn't even notice that she had a piece of gear. Oh, gold bow. That'll be nice when I class change my dancer back to an archer. Getting there. Not long until I get a wizard, I hope. I don't think you can finish off the man-eater, but I'll still go with it. That'll make it easier for the golem to finish it. Ah, no such luck. It's okay, though. I still managed to eliminate some important targets, and got good experience overall. Well, I won't object to getting more Hellhounds and Nightmares. I think one Pegasus is enough on a team. Yeah, an epic battle. Let's see, I think you need one more level after that. Well, let's work some things out. Obviously, you guys are just gonna very kindly give that castle back. Although, is there something I should summon here? I don't think I have room for that golem, so I'm gonna have to leave it behind. But that's okay. That is perfectly acceptable. And all of a sudden, I now have a Hellhound, and that's gonna be very nice, I think. Man, building up to a Fenrir could be interesting. That costs 20 more, though. That's... I don't know. I guess I'll have to see its stats when I reach that point, because that's a lot to ask. That's a dragon right there. Well, then again, I think I might rather have a Fenrir than a level 1 dragon. And I will definitely have to swap some units around. That might not be easy, actually. Oh well. No, that's still not enough. Man, it's awkward because I don't want to leave a unit unpromoted. That'd be silly. But being kind of a flanking unit, no wait, no. Actually, it'd be fine for Galivard to have access to this. Yeah, that'll work out. And I am a fan of nightmares so far. And I already have another Pegasus because I did steal it. So this should be fine. So if things go well, I should have a wizard after the next battle I send Pluto into. That'll be good. I need all of those that I can get. And how's the others doing? Well, Tommy didn't really get the chance to finish anything off this time, and I'm starting to think that I should be a little more conscientious about that. His monsters seem to be doing pretty well, though. I mean, those are some pretty... Well, actually the stats aren't as amazing for Orcus as I thought. Well, 138 is pretty good attack for a monster, I gotta say. Actually, Tommy's attack is higher? Actually, that's an amazing starting strength. Wait, what? Why did I not notice that before? That's another character I wish I could have dual classed, but you know what? I'm not going to worry too much about it. He's definitely based on physical stuff. Whew, I'm fairly sure that you don't see a strength like that on what's supposed to be an agility character. No wonder he was hitting so hard. Man, I really need to pay attention to my character's unusual abilities. Anyway, the enemy can take this golem back. I don't need it. What are things going to look like next turn? Right, right, Ginny. I need to do stuff with him. It is vitally important. Can't pass up a nightmare, but the rest is a little... I don't know. I don't know, man. High lizardmans, not as easy to keep alive as they used to be. Oh, look at all these guys just about to promote. No, don't move there. Oh, wait, you do move there. Oops. Yeah, you move over here. And next turn, we'll start attacking. That's gonna be interesting. Yes, it will. Actually, might it be a good idea to also attack along this line? Yes, I think it would be. There's nothing stopping me. These guys are all ready to go. Well, I do have to move units around just a little bit. That won't quite work, will it? Such a headache. This is like, I don't know, arranging inventory in Diablo 2. There's a lot of times where you just absolutely have to work out that extra inventory space, but there's a lot of stuff to move around. Well, Lorenzo could certainly use a strong tank to go ahead of it. But, you know, actually this works just fine. This stuff will provide a great front line for Bale. Oh ho! I didn't know that you had a... Oh, yeah. You need an item. Dang it! There's a lot more monsters that need an item now. Wait, exceeded? Oh, it goes up by 20. Well, that's rude. That is extremely rude. And I have all of these heavy units that are not easy to move around. So how am I going to manage that? Yeah, that should do it. Now these are not lineups that would be my first choice exactly. Especially these coatls. I'd prefer to have them on a more mobile character, although none of these guys are exceptionally mobile. I'll have to make do. Just as long as these guys don't get surrounded, I'll be okay, I think. Man, this is gonna be an odd thing to... an odd army to manage. Oh, I didn't notice that whole left thing over here. That's pretty neat. Well, we've just witnessed one of the hazards of using so many high-cost units. It is tough to rearrange stuff. And I think that's right. Just need to send people on quests. Also, you guys need to attack this turn. Because I will not have them sit around when they need some leveling. Especially Yuki. Yuki has very good overall base stats, and I want to get him some stuff. It's just that in the battles he was in, things were so desperate I didn't have the chance to do that. Such a shame. Well, whatever. You're going to attack over here because there's nothing too terribly threatening. It should work out. And you are also going to attack up this way. They'd better put some defenses up there. I'll be very disappointed if they just all run away. Who am I gonna send, though? Who do I really want to level up? Honestly, I think I need to level up Lucia, Lumimaro, of course, and how's Rebelio looking? Honestly, not great. But he does have some good monsters. Oh, right, that's another thing I need to work out. Dang it. Well, I did promise one of each. It'll be interesting, if possible, to look at a Phoenix and a Simurgh when they both reach level 20 to see how their stats work out. I will definitely need some magical offense, though, and so I guess that'll have to come from my Phoenix and Archdemon. Because I definitely don't have access to any weakness spells. Well, I don't have to make the decision yet. Yeah, as much as I'd like to use Charade, I think using the others will make a better team overall. Especially since I will actually be able to provide some healing with him. Ooh. But you see, that's another thing I don't see the computer using a whole lot. That'll be very interesting for me to see just how far that skill will take him, whatever. Just let me work out the MP. Yeah. That's the problem with having him be a knight. His MP are very low. On the other hand, yeah, I think just having him use Iron Aura is the best way to go. He's not going to do a whole lot with magic. His skills will come in handy in other ways, I hope. Anyways, he's going to be a knight for a while, so I better get used to it. Yeah, so healing will have to come from... yeah, about that. That could be a problem. Man, now that I think about it, my squads are all wrong. Bales should probably be over here, or maybe Lorenzo. And, I don't know, Lucia could be over there. But if I want to avoid wasting turns, I gotta go with what I got. Although, I don't see any reason why I can't quest Charade. Might as well go have him search for stuff. And of course, whatever experience quests I still need. Yeah, she needs one more day's worth. Just to get rid of that notification thing. And once that's done, I'll be able to deploy her in some way. Avery Bailey, hello! Thank you for joining. I'm just getting the last of the details done. And then we'll see a battle or two. So I just need to remember where else I need to do this stuff. That's right. So I definitely, I say that a lot, but I need to get some monsters for these folks over here. And I guess this is a good start. Although, I think that, okay, so my team is going to be Leonel, Jaden, and Aisha, which is going to be a little bit odd. A little bit too much healing, although Divine Ray is certainly nice. A lot too much Centaurs, although I'm not entirely sure if that's actually a thing. But I need more frontliners for sure. And I might have to make do with a couple of ghouls. Oh, Ginny's doing pretty well. I just had him stock up on monsters and move to the front line. Ooh, a ghoul with low hit points. That's a little scary, but all the others... It was this close to being a mana miracle. This close, I tell you. But a couple of rocks would be good. And maybe an angel would also not be a bad idea. Ooh, low agility, but whatever. It's not too terribly low. So, Ginny is on his way over here, and he's going to fight some Gimul Knights next turn, I think. He'll do his usual thing of charge in, and then and then all of the enemies will move next to him, but be too scared to attack because of his counter up, and he'll do that hurricane thing. He's gained a few levels since the start of the game, which I have mixed feelings about. I mean, his strength is amazing, don't get me wrong. It's that's pretty much all he's got. Actually, making him immune to status seems like a good idea. And it's not like he's going to be KO'd easily, so I'm not at too much risk of losing that thing. And yeah, he definitely needs a... Well, in this case he has a pet nightmare, which is... versatility. If he needs the healing, he can certainly get it, and if he's doing okay, I can weakness a guy and spike him down. Actually, I can fit another unicorn on this team. I don't see why not. Although I'm probably going to have to remove it once these guys start promoting. So it's definitely going to be a one battle thing. But hey, maybe I'll need that in the one battle. Alright, so the attacks I'm planning to do this turn are up here, and then retreat and give it back, because I'm just trying to farm some experience for these guys. This is something I should have been doing right at the start, which is attacking other castles even if I don't have enough nice to defend everything afterward, just because killing monsters and getting experience is so good long term. I should have been doing this in Grand Edition as well, but I don't know, I guess things never got so bad that I desperately needed that. Might have been a different situation if I ever played Ascaris, though. Hoo boy. Ah, yeah, well, there is that. having a halo on his max rage is very nice, but I prefer the whirlwinds. It's a bit less maintenance. I don't have to worry about enemy agility of any kind. And I'm using my Pegasi on lower level knights right now. As a concept, though, I do approve. Do not get me wrong. Well, let's just get rid of this up reminder. And then go back to whatever I was before. Dang, is that all I've got proficiency in? That's not good. I thought for sure that I was cross-classing him. In fact, I'm sure of it. Well, I guess I was wrong. Oopsie. Maybe I got him at level 9 or something and forgot about it. Oh yeah, of course I did. I just got him from Mana Silesia, I think. But that doesn't make any sense, does it? Whatever. This is a situation that I have to deal with. Man, I could swear I was cross-classing him, though. That would be a really bad thing to forget. Oopsie. Well, I guess there's nothing stopping me from fielding him, then. You definitely... Let's see, what are your stats like? I guess I'll cross-class you to Swordsman to pick up some more agility. Sorry about the delay. I ran into some unexpected decisions. I promise I will get to the fighting as soon as I can. Let me check that profile. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm 100% certain he started as a thief. I do not know what's going on here. Did I just switch him to a monk and then forget to change back? Or... yeah, I think that's what I did. Man, I messed up. Well, that... I need to take notes on what I'm doing. Because that's not cool, what just happened. Anyway, let's finish arranging these monsters. Man, nothing damages the ego like leveling up a project knight wrong. And you're... That's 40 room left. I think I can bring in just one more ghoul. And I think off-screen, between this stream and next one, I'm going to see if I can get a couple of Mana Miracle weaker monsters, like a Mana Miracle Ghoul, maybe. Oh yeah, I was going to get an Angel too, if I could manage it. Not a Mana Miracle Angel. Let's be real about that. I mean, it's a heavy monster for sure, but I'm gonna need more of those. Not quite. Let's go double Divine Ray. Why not? Actually, I know why not. The reason is she needs 2 frontline units. This guy, well, he'll survive well enough. And he doesn't have access to Divine Ray, so he kind of needs the Angel power. Alright, that'll have to work out. I think it'll work out. We'll see. This is an experimental game, so I'm gonna experiment with stuffs. And I already told you to go on a quest. Okay, that's finally it. Pretty sure I'm not forgetting to send anyone on a quest this time. Well, I might as well quest one of these 3 since, after all, I'm not having them attack and Ginny is moving, so we don't need all 3 slots. So let's do that. Let's do some stealing. I mean adventuring. And make sure that I'm not forgetting any of my moves either. Yeah, this is fine. Ooh, yeah. Mana Miracle Imp is great. Can definitely use more MP and more intelligence, and probably not that difficult to get. Yeah, I also got a Mana Miracle Rock and a Mana Miracle Dog, which I look forward to using. Mana Miracle Rock especially, that makes a great Phoenix, I would think. Right, so the attack for experience that I'm doing is going to be... Actually, I'm going to do that up here, because that way I won't even lose the castle. That'll be funny. But I should check the enemy first. Well, that's going to be tricky, actually. I'm not entirely sure that I want to do that anymore. Because it might be easy to lose a monster to one of that Dark Knight's heavier attacks. That could be bad. Especially since I don't have any healing on this team, which I must admit is a teensy bit of an oversight. Do I have access to Spell Break, though? As long as I have that, I should be... Yes, I do. Lucia can do it. So yeah, attacking up here should be fine. They'll probably run away after I kill just a couple of their monsters, but if I can tag a Rune Knight or two, that'll make it worth it for sure. And along here is a castle that I'm not going to give back if I can possibly help it. So what do their lineups look like? Oh, they're not changing it. They're not changing it at all. Wizards are scary for sure, but they are also much easier to knock out than, say, a paladin, which I'm pretty sure they have at this point. I just need to be careful about my positioning because I don't want to eat an Exablast. Especially on this fellow here. That would be bad. But really on any of them. Honestly, if this golem was vaporized, I probably wouldn't care, though. Man. I know I say Adu is amazing every time I field him, but that's because it's the truth. Like, he doesn't even need Halo to land his max rage. It's absurd. Look at that. Well, anyway, I think that's about it. Yes, it is. And if they decide to attack here, well, that's okay. That's the fight that I was... Well, actually, it's not exactly the fight I was looking to pick. I'd rather not have Vigo do anything important. So it's better overall if they don't attack, but I can handle it if they do. Hooray! Onward! Well, I definitely... Okay, my goal here is to knock out as many monsters as I can, because they still have quite a few, and if I manage to run them dry on that, I'll have an easier time taking those last few castles. Yeah, I think that'll work. Also, did I forget to bring healing for this team as well? No, not quite. Bale is here. No, wait. Right, what am I thinking? I was only looking at the monsters. No, my Rune Knights are my healers this time. Man, that's a good sign when I forget what class of Rune Knights I sent out for a battle. That just looks great, doesn't it? Yeah, combination of Curse and this guy. Ooh. There's a lot of different monsters I can kill with that. Are you sure things are okay? Well, actually, if our positions were reversed, I'd probably be pretty confident. Right, so this guy is definitely lacking a front line, but Adu is a front line, so he can kind of donate a little bit to the right side. Wonder what that means. Watashi no deban desu ka? Does that mean, is it my turn? Well, in order to have this sort of joint thing work correctly, I need to consider where I'm going to move. And remember, bishops can only move diagonally. Yeah, I think that'll be good.
Oh, 賢く立ち回ってやるよ。
With a little luck, maybe I could dimension a Gigas. That would be fun. Although with my luck, it'll probably just appear behind my back line. Oh ho. Actually, I think this is a better spot. I need to position with Holy Word in mind. And this is mixing the squads a little bit, but I think that'll be okay as well. Yeah, this will be able to reach plenty of targets, both healing and offense. As tempting as it is to put her on water, that's not really where I'm going. You know, it'd be interesting to bring a Viking and have it mostly water units, so fighting on a river would work well. I'd like to try that at some point. It could be fun. That's another thing I'd have to arrange off camera, though. And even though I'm moving fairly slow, I only can just barely get my golem into position. Well, that's how it has always been. There's a reason he's so cost-effective in his base stats. I don't really see that I need to do anything right now. Well, let's check the turn order and enemy positioning. Yeah, I don't think that you can do anything right now. And also, they just put their unicorn on the front line, didn't they? Let's see how badly I can punish them for that. An imp as well. Wow, that is some confidence, good sir. So that takes it down to 142. That's not quite 142 damage, but I might be able to pull that off anyway. Yes. It's not a multi-enemy water breath, which makes me a little bit sad. But the ability to kill a backliner before it can cause trouble seems more than worth it.
は一気に攻め込むチャンスだな。
And if I happen to accidentally crit and kill that thing, oh well.
やっと。
I'll get you, my pretty, and that little imp, too. Granted, accuracy is not 100%, but... I'll take an 89. Alright, well, before I move the demon, I do need to be a little careful. Yeah, as much as I dislike it, I might have to move the demon here and get healed when they inevitably try to attack it. Because, well, okay, I don't especially care if Adu gets surrounded. In fact, that might even be a good thing. Alright, in that case the demon will move down here, and I think that'll work out.
あらゆる戦場の変化を捉えるのじゃ。
みんな、私についてきて。
Well, that was an unexpected move. I will give the computer credit. They will take full advantage of that command aura of theirs. So how am I going to handle my targeting here? This is actually a fairly interesting situation for me. I can't say that I'm displeased by it. I think I'll go for the Gigas first. I think I can spike that enemy down fairly well. This is a slightly risky move, but I'm not within the dragon's line of fire. And I don't think that Mua will be able to do anything amazing here. I guess the next question is, do I want... Actually, yes, I do want Adu to go full swing on this. So I actually shouldn't put this next to him. I think this will be okay. Oop, no. What, did I just tell it to stay where it was? I think I did. That was not very smart. Yeah, I'll go with that. Ooh, and it was worthwhile for sure. And you are not going to do anything just yet. Don't worry, your time will come.
Oh, yeah.
Now that is a little bit of concern right there. That is a lot of concern. Fortunately, they're flying, fairly agile, but still, I'll need to start killing pretty fast. I think I can do that, though. Yes, indeed I can. Well, this is a very odd tactical situation, I gotta say. Fascinating. Now, I might not be able to kill this lizard man as fast as I'd like because of that shield guard. On the other hand, I might be able to kill it with Bale if I luck out a little bit. Then again, there are other good positions I could take. Not within the Rune Aura, though. Alright, let's go with this. Yeah, I think that even with a block it should be fine. And he could definitely use the experience. Now this is a problem. How am I going to keep this Archdemon alive while also dealing out the kind of punishment that I really want to do to deal, especially to Kate, because I don't think that he can hit her quite hard enough, at least not reliably. That is very, very risky. But let's think through this clearly. These are... She doesn't have a whole lot of units left, and they're over here. It might actually be better to block them from moving to attack the demon. Yeah, I think that's the best move. Yeah, that'll be a good move, I think. Now here's an interesting idea. Will this be good enough? I don't think it will, even with the elemental weakness. What? No, why can't I keep turning... Okay. Not quite. Not quite. But I think... this is actually very, very tricky. It would be a disaster if I lost my archdemon, but I did take a risk, so I better be ready to live with it.
わしの指示に従えば行くぞ。
Well, I knew that was coming. Oh, well, okay. That's not the worst thing that could happen.
大丈夫。死なせはしないわ。や。
Yeah, I was afraid it was going to do something that I would regret. Yeah, now I'm not so worried anymore. Oh, you moved into water, did you? That wasn't such a great idea. That's not gonna save you from the Phoenix's fire. Well, I definitely have some healing to do, so I better consider who will be in a position to attack what. As much as the Man-Eater needs healing, I think it'd be better if Bale did that. Because I need my Archdemon to be at top health. I think. Yeah, I definitely don't want to take chances with that. And you're gonna get eaten up by another whirlwind attack, I would say. Alright, there's no need for me to worry. Actually, I should loop heal you, and in fact I should have done that earlier. But that's okay, I can do it now. 74 health per turn should work out just fine for him. And I know for a fact that Exoblast is very expensive. Well, okay, he's a wizard, he can probably afford it. And I think now's about the right time to start attacking her. Although I should definitely eliminate the Skigus as well. Hooray! More everything. Except strength. Yeah, it's definitely developing in a magical sort of way. Lots of luck with that, buddy. That too. Actually, might be a good time for a holy word. Yes, that would affect a lot of targets. Well, if I'm going to do that, let's see if I can work out a kill with it. It's unlikely, but it might be possible. After all, this thing is not in very good health. Yes, I think that'll work out. Yes, that will work out nicely. Ah, rather nice total damage as well. Ding dong. And no need of receiving a feint from those punches either. Golems are really nice. Well, they're I don't know if I'd call them nice, but they're useful. 9 health left. Oh well. Maybe I'll crit. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Yes, that I'm going to need that. And this is where I'm going to need to make more careful decisions. More careful. For example, if I can slay a dragon, I should definitely do that. I don't like that chance to hit, though. But hey, if I cast Venom on it, I can definitely kill it. Aren't Archdemons just the best? Also... Oh, range 3. And Stone Gaze? Why did I not notice that before? I need to keep that in mind. Well, I certainly think I should do this. Oh, that's a little bit sad. Missing Gigas like that. Actually, that's kind of a lot sad. I don't think you are going to hit. Well, actually I could just do this. Yes, that'll work out nicely. In fact, I think I'd rather do this. Yes, that'll work out nicely. Get the experience for who needs it. So yes, I reconsidered that plan to throw out Venom. But that's not a big deal. So which one of these two will I kill? I think I'd rather kill the Mandrake because it could cause more trouble. And I mean, I have this cursed firepower for a reason, don't I? I might... How many curses do I have? I have 2 more. I think that'll be okay. I can use one on Conrad if I have to. And I have to do this being aware that it'll free up a space for Conrad to move up and attack, possibly. On the other hand, killing this many monsters might make them decide to retreat. Oh no, another Exoblast. Yeah, if they were a little smarter about it, he might have gone up and attacked Adu, but nope. Enough to do something serious. Yes, indeed. So, should I heal the Mandrake, or... Yeah, I think it's more important to cure the Archdemon so that it can dodge if it has to. Also, so it gets a turn. That could be useful. Anyways, I can heal regardless. I guess not. Well, I think I should work to take out this Gigas this turn, and I'm fairly sure I can do it. I don't have... Yeah, I don't have any more magic. But who knows, maybe he's strong enough to just punch the thing down. And if he can't, the Golem definitely can. Yep, there it is. I guess that's what comes from starting out as a fighter. Only a couple more levels to go, too. Well, I think I'm gonna have I do back out of Exablast range now. He's tanked plenty of spells. And this might not be a bad idea. No, not at all. Actually, how hard can he hit Mua? Hua! Very, very hard. Well. I need to check my hit rate, though, to see who else could finish him. Because that 80% is not amazing. Well, I should definitely do the lower hit rate thing first. Actually, I also need to consider every option. I'm definitely going to throw out the curse regardless, because I'm fairly sure... Yeah, he used up all his heals. The only problem is he could block this. And that would be a very big problem. As much as I dislike this, I might have to go with the lower accuracy hit first and then give the experience to Adu if this hits. I do not like it one little bit. But that's how it is. And it's a good thing I did that. Because if I hadn't, things would start to get really bad. Well, that is okay.
あらゆる戦場の変化を捉え行くぞ。さて、どこへ参りましょうか。はっ。
I did not see that coming, and that is actually a very big deal. Oh, I'm sorry. Restart, Kun, and Coffee Potato. Thanks very much for stopping by. I'm sorry. I was too busy looking at this stuff to say anything. Man, that was silly of me. And that gave him a fair amount of experience. Probably gained him a level right there. Yeah, when I've stopped talking, you know it's serious mode. Well, if that's how it's gonna be, let's see if I can get rid of one of your level 10s. Although I have to say it's one of the smaller ones. And you're out of exoblasts, finally. Man, you've punched out 3 monsters. You know things are getting weird when the healer is getting all the kills. Perfect. Ooh, in that case I want to give the experience to Alandro here. Actually, no, I take that back. I want to get to an archdemon as soon as I can. I will be extremely surprised if they don't retreat after this. Although, just to be sure, I'll have to position myself. Just 1 level from that. Ooh, you are slow to level, but that's okay. It's close enough. You'll be level 18 at the end of the battle. Yeah, there's no way they're not retreating after that. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get that last kill, but that's okay.
さてどこへ参りましょうか。いつか来る。
Well, I guess it would be too boring if I didn't lose anything in battle, huh? Well, I guess you're not a streamer if you don't throw out a big offend every now and then. Things are going okay. Last stream I cut things short a bit sooner than I probably should have because I had foolishly scheduled myself to do something at 9:30 EST when usually I try and make an allowance for a 2-hour stream, which worked out pretty well today, for example. Well, I'll definitely have... I keep saying I'll definitely have to do this, or I'll definitely have to do that, and... That's a verbal tick that I need to learn how to deal with. They lost... Both sides lost a whole bunch of monsters. I'm okay with this. There's a reason I left that castle alone. Trust me on that. And I think this will be a good place to... I'll go through this battle and then end the stream. I've kind of resolved to run the streams a bit longer this time because being a fairly long game, I want to get more than one battle per session in. Especially since I'm starting more battles thanks to this kind of new idea I'm putting forward. I hope they stop and fight back a little bit, though. Because if they run right away, I'll be effectively neutral experience here. Now that I look at it, the Gustava Empire is starting to run out of monsters. Even without me waging a whole lot of battles against them. I wonder if they're smarter about retreating on higher difficulties. Regardless, my goal here is to level up Umimaru as much as I can. So I'll have to do a little bit of math. Despite being this tiny, kinda flimsy looking thing, he's actually very tanky. Against magic, it has high intelligence and a magic barrier passive. And it's not all that easy to hit or damage. Let me just double check that. Yeah, that's high defense, good agility. Strength is not that amazing, though. Which is one of the reasons need to gain more levels. And it feels strange, but I need to be careful with how I move this ghoul. They're normally made to be expendable cannon fodder stuff, but this one is special. You see that sparkle next to the name? That means it has better stats than most, and if I can keep it alive, it can promote to something fearsome. Easier said than done, though. Oh good, you're not actually retreating from the battle. So that's Wasteland, is it? I don't think anything has that as its preferred terrain. Well, if it was, it wouldn't be Wasteland, I guess. I think it's okay to move forward a fair amount here. Okay, I'm only moving forward a little bit just because the others are having trouble keeping up. And I kind of want to keep this ghoul out of combat unless there's a really obvious opportunity for it to kill something. Kind of the same for this lizard man, actually. Huh, right, I need you to be within spell break range for next turn. Even though that's touch reckless. Necessity, well, it sometimes requires strange moves. It might have been a good idea to use Iron Aura there. That is okay. I don't think they're gonna move through that wasteland, so this should be fine. So how big a boost is that? It's not too bad. But I do need to be careful. Yeah, this is going to hurt a lot. I don't have healing. So what can they follow up with? They have some level 1 monsters and no spells. It'll be okay, I think. I can retreat if I have to. Accuracy of 70% though. I'm not convinced that's wise. I think I might have to wait a turn. Ooh. Now that's what I want to see. That's not what I want to see. I have to start attacking sometime. Though that evasion buff, though, that is pretty good. Yeah, Shiny's on Boyd. I guess you could call Brigandine an automatic Nuzlocke run. You can get shiny monsters and they can die permanently. I think I might have mispronounced that word, actually. These gaming terms, I can never figure them out. Well. This is actually a fairly curious situation. I think I need to move Uemaro back, even though I wanted to gain experience for him because I was too reckless. Let that serve as a lesson for me. Or I could just heal. I mean, I do have one of those. Kind of forgot I had this, actually. But that makes my decisions a little bit easier. And protect as well. Oh wait, no, can't reach. Fine, I'll put it on you instead. So it looks like all of my good moves are in Genoflame territory. That's how it goes. I don't like that accuracy. But it's probably not going to be better against her either. This should be good, though. If I can just do a little more damage, I can probably beat her with the Super Uemaro Beam Cannon, although my hit rate is not going to be amazing. With the Hunter Shot, I mean. The cannon never misses. Yes. Oh, I got the pronunciation right. Why, thank you. Kablam! Ooh, I might be able to get 2 kills with it. That would be ideal. Yes, indeed I can. When I first saw the spell Curse in Legend of Forsenna, I thought it was a status ailment spell. That's I guess death is a status ailment. Perfect. Now, let's not be too silly. Let's take this lizard man out of Genoflame range. It's done plenty. I'm gonna put you in... Oh wait, Genofrost actually. No, sorceresses use ice magic. Well, the probability is not what I'd like, but the numbers are in my favor. Well, I did what I could. Didn't kill a whole lot of enemy monsters, but the experience went where I wanted it to. Yeah, it's tough to get a harsher debuff than dead. Well, unless you're playing Final Fantasy Tactics, in which case it's crystallized. But that's roughly the same thing. There needs to be a separate word because usually reducing an enemy's health to 0 is considered killing it, but there's dead and then there's permadead. Well, I knew that was going to happen. I did that on purpose, I swear. No, that's not as much experience as I would have... Well, whatever, I'll deal with it. And she's gonna take the front lines in short order. It's a shame that I couldn't level up my shiny dog enough to promote it, but so it goes. So I have quite a bit of rearranging stuff to do off camera. I did gain a level for Umimaro, which is the goal. If only I could have used Halo to increase the experience it got from that mega cannon. But I'll accept this happily. And I think... Oh, yes. That's why I know exactly what you're talking about with Ogre Battle 64, which is why I was terrified any of my units was killed. It feels bad to lose something that you've painstakingly arranged to zombification. Especially at the time I was playing the game, I 100% would have reset if that happened. Because I was too much of a perfectionist that way. But now look at me. I'm streaming, and that rather valuable promoted monster I lost is something I just have to deal with. And that means I'm going to have to summon something right here. Painful as it is, the game must go on. I'll summon a dragon. That ought to work out. It's actually a better setup than having two Coatls, I think. But I'd rather not lose the leveled monster in the first place, of course. And this wouldn't have been killed by Exoblast. Well, not after it reached level 10 anyway. And I think that's it. Well, this was this stream went about as well as I was hoping for. Thanks very much for stopping by. As usual, the schedule is every 2 days starting at 8 p.m. EST. And I've just about finished with Phantasy Star. I do plan to make one more video with my final thoughts and comparisons, but I'm also gonna move on to the next project. So, hooray! Well, thanks again. I will see you next time. I just saved, didn't I? I wonder if anyone else who watches this stream double saves every time. Well, later everyone.